So welcome everyone. My name is Henrik. I come from Hungary. I came here to Finland to study in digital international business. I'm doing my bachelor's here, and this is my last year here. I'm writing my thesis, and I'm writing my thesis on the importance of networking, which is going to be the main topic of this interview as well. Coming here has benefited me in quite a lot of ways. I think one of the main benefits that I've gained is that I got to meet a lot of people. I got to meet so many nice people and open up my connections, and that I wouldn't have been able to do in any other school, probably, in my past experience at least. So that's quite important, and I think making connections is probably one of the most important things in university as a student, because when you graduate, you essentially need to find a job or go on further studies. And if you have a good network, it's really easy to do that. Most of the studies that I found important were related to international business and doing business internationally, because huge organizations, it's just impossible to get rid of the international aspect. There are a lot of people, a lot of different cultures in one sort of community close together. So most of the courses that I found really important were connected to international studies and doing business with internationals. Because when you talk to someone, there are different ways and approaches that are done in different cultures. And you need to be aware of them, because in certain cultures, it's not appropriate to just go up to people. In other cultures, it's quite simply the minimal thing. You can just go up to people and talk to them. But in other cultures, it may seem different, and you have to be aware of that when you're doing business or making connections, or just simply having a casual conversation with anyone. Xamk has supported me in a lot of different ways, I would say. I've had the chance to attend events and projects that were related to entrepreneurial activities that allowed me to talk to people and make the connections that I did. And it allowed me to work, for example, during at a startup festival, which was quite amazing. It allowed me to meet people, to graduate faster. It just helped me to grow professionally, so to say. I think there are a couple of ways that people can go about creating networks, and especially students. For students, it's really a scary thing, because a lot of students think, like, what do I have to bring to the table? But in reality, there are several university activities that are organized, and they are there for you. So talking to essentially 7 billion people is quite hard, but the people who are there at certain activities, let's say it's just a university debate kind of situation where they bring out speakers, and you can just go up to them basically after they are done and have a nice conversation. All you have to do is really just go there, because they are there for you so that you can have a nice discussion. And it's also really beneficial to always give something first. So if it's just casual feedback, that's fine. I've done, on many occasions, I went up to, when we had guest lecturers, for instance, I went up to the lecturers and told them, like, hey, it was a really amazing lecture, you're doing great, and thank you very much. And this is a really good way to open up a conversation, because then I can ask a question related to what they said, ask them to elaborate on it, and then we just have a nice connection. And with a lot of those people, I'm still in contact, and it's just quite amazing. It's good to know the cultures. I think there is quite a bit of emphasis put on it, but I also believe that it cannot be emphasized enough. There are different methods that people talk, different ways that they communicate. So, for instance, here in Finland, it's quite straightforward. In other cultures, it is not. In my culture, where I'm from, we are not that straightforward. So I had to, when I came here, I had to learn that it has to be straightforward. So for me, it was also very like an experience, kinda. And I think that's quite good to know and important to know at least somewhat of the background, because the other person is gonna like, if you're talking to someone that is really straightforward, but you're not, he's gonna find you annoying because you're not saying what you want, kinda. So it's quite good to know these things. Well, if you're planning to come here and study, definitely do so. The school has given me so many opportunities that I cannot really put in words. Well, first of all, you're probably young, so you don't really have anything to lose. Second of all, if you don't come here, you're gonna be thinking about it all the time. It's always easier to go back to where you're from than to leave the place, to leave your comfort zone. But it's always the good thing. So I can definitely recommend to come here and study at Xamk, because it's one of the best things that have happened to me. Be brave, and be brave to talk to people, because most of the people are going to be nice and passionate about things. And you can always find it out and have a good conversation. So just seek the conversations that are showing up right next to you.